Всем. Сегодня мы делаем, like ordering food, заказать, buying, selling, купить, продать, renting, like снимать, like all kinds of stuff, okay? Apartments, like homes, okay? So I'm gonna be going into a lot of different things. So it's how we do these things, how we say these things, like some terms we use, like if you're gonna be in America or if you're gonna be in Britain, it's good to know these things. It's good to know how to do basic stuff like this. Just everyday things you need to know how to do. Okay? Poingidiski. So let's start. Now, ordering food. This is an important one, right? So in restaurants, wherever, a lot of the time, people like say, for example, like that don't know English very well, they will say, "I want this," which is like very rude. Okay? Or like for example, this, just point and say this, this, I have this, for example, right? Like it's, you know what I mean? It's incorrect. Okay, so don't say things like that. You want to look like you know what you're saying, right? That you know English, right? So a really good way to always say, like this is the most common way to say, okay? Like очень обычно я говорю тоже, is can I get? Okay, right? Can I get? Or hello or hi. Sometimes we add hello. Sometimes we add hi. This is a good way to start it out. So let's do an example here. Okay, so you come in, the waiter comes up to you, you say, for example, they always say, like the waiter always says, waiter or server, we say. So, hello, let's say, I'm Jessica. I'm going to be your server today, right? Or tonight, whatever, right? So, and then they usually say, can I start you off with something to drink, right? So can I start you off with something to drink? Or they can say, can I start you off with a drink? Just a drinking like that. And you give it. Or sometimes they'll do specials. Sometimes, for example, they have to say this, like, I need должны говорить это, so they'll say, like, can I start you off with our margarita special or something, like meaning like they must suggest this even if you don't want it. Хорошо, like you don't need to say yes. They will just say it sometimes. Margarita special, just not пример. Okay, so that's what the waiter's gonna say. Then you're gonna say, oh hello, like because she said hello, I'm Jessica. I'm going to be your server today. Hello, can I get you something to drink? A little bit margarita special, whatever, right? You're gonna say hello. Can I get right for to drinks because she asked you what to drink. You're gonna say, can I get a water, right? Can I get a water, or can I get a Pepsi maybe? Can I get a Pepsi? Can I get a iced tea maybe? Iced tea, right? Things like that. Easy too. Iced tea. Can I get an iced tea? Очень популярно в Америке iced tea. So yeah, hello, can I get a water? Iced tea. Oh, hi, can I get a whatever. Most of the time I order water, you know what I mean? Oh, can I get a beer? Right? Usually you say what kind of beer. For example, you say, can I get a Budweiser? Right? Can I get a Budweiser? Can I get a water? Right? Now, if it's two of you, this is just I. Now, if it's two of you, for example, hello, can we get, right? So get, so can we get? So using can, I get, can we get? Can we get some waters? Not some, these are say. Can we get some water? Sorry, I'm gonna turn off just what trees me here, guys. Can we get some waters? Right? Or hello. Or you don't even need to say hello once again. You can say, we will both have some waters. We will both have some waters. You know, thank you. We will both have some waters. Thank you. It's polite to say thank you as well. We will both have some waters. Thank you. Right? So, you know, or you could say just like очень просто. Water for the both of us. Okay? Water for the both of us. Right? Meaning just water for the both of us. Очень просто. These are all different things you can say. It sounds really good. Try them out, okay? So, hello, can we get some waters? We will both have some waters, thank you. Water for the both of us. Waters, easy to say. Waters for the both of us, please. Add in please, you know. Or please, or thank you. Okay? So, now we'll move on. This is another way of saying, like when they come back, right? So the waiter's going to come back and they're going to ask you, so, for example, so, are you ready to order? Or, so, are you guys ready to order? Right? So, do you know what you're going to order? Right? So, are you ready to order? Are you guys ready to order? You know, what do you know what you're going to order? Okay, so now they're going to ask you about your food. So, I'll have the, right? Blah, blah, blah. For example, I'll have the chicken parm, meaning like parmesan, something like that. It's like Italian. Yeah, it's not. Anyways, let's just say I'll have the chicken parm. I'll have the spaghetti. Or something really simple. I'll have the, I don't know, I'll have the oven baked pizza or something, right? So you say, I'll have the, right? Or you can say, I would like the, let's say, I don't know, standard burger or something. You know, I'll have the standard burger. I would like the shrimp dish. You know what I mean? I would like the salmon dish. I don't know, whatever. Not salmon. It's just salmon. You know, the shrimp dish. I would like the to start. Now, this is what's different here. Is these are like your full plates. This is your main meal, okay? But a lot of the time people order appetizers. So appetizers. Okay, that's what you have before, like zakuska, you думаю, по-русски. Может быть. Anyway, so it's appetizers in Russian. So, well, yeah. So here we go. You can add to start. So, for example, I'd like the, let's say, chicken wings to start. So this means like you want that as an appetizer, okay? So just some more like for more examples for you guys. We would like the mozzarella sticks, for example, right? Mozzarella sticks to start. So you're saying to start, okay? Очень важно, что вы знаете, как использовать. Okay, so you're saying to start, which means you're making it an appetizer. Okay, that's what you're doing. So you're saying to start, right? Just another one to show you guys how to use it. I think we are going to have the, let's say, I'm trying to think here, the nacho chips to start. Okay, so to start, you're saying as an appetizer. As an appetizer. Okay? So whenever you use to start, it means you're it's like an appetizer. Okay? So now, so you know, other than I'll have or I would like the, it's pretty much the same. You can use, you know, if it's a group of you, we would like the, right? It's just like the rest. We would like the, or we'll have the, right? Like we would have the, you know what I mean? So it's pretty simple. Okay, we will have the, it's you know, очень просто. So now we'll move on. So can I get a side of? Now this is another important one to know. For example, can I get a side of French fries. So it's like what's coming with your dish, right? French fries. Or you could say like sweet potato fries, or I don't know, maybe like chips or something. I don't know, all kinds of stuff. French fries, sweet potato fries, chips. It's usually potatoes in America, to be honest. Like some kind of potato food. So, can I get a side of blah 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 blah? So it's either like French fries, sweet potatoes, or chips. It can also be like other things, like maybe like vegetables or broccoli. So this is what is with your meal, okay? Broccoli. There we go. Yeah, so it is what comes with your main dish or meal, okay? So, like, you're asking for a side of French fries or this or whatever, okay? Now, some extra, when we say I want some extra whatever, it's usually sauce, okay? So sauce or dressing, like sauce on a salad, for example, like sauce on a salad, like sauce on a salad. You can say extra dipping sauce, like for dipping. If your food is like dipping, like like or it's like wings or French fries, whatever. French fries, like maybe like I don't know, chicken tenders. Please. Anyways, so yeah, it's mostly sauce. Can I get some extra sauce? But you just say what kind of sauce, okay? So dressing or sauce, sauce dressing is sauce on a salad. That's what that means. Just so you guys know, okay? Dipping sauce, so for dipping things in, you know what I mean, like wings or French fries, chicken tenders, whatever. Okay, so not bien. All right, so some extra sauce usually, or then side of it means you're getting an extra side. Okay, you're getting a part to your meal, like you're getting a side of. Okay, so it's with your meal. Would it be possible to get? Would it be possible to get? I'm trying to think here. Possible to get? You can say, for example, would it be possible to get some extra, or you can say some more? Let's say some more butter, right? So some more butter. So things you put on your food. For example, like, would it be possible to get my maybe to get more dressing on my salad, right? It's also for when you want to change something about your order. Okay, so for example, would it be possible to get the burger to get the burger without ketchup? Okay, so something like that. Like you're saying, would it be possible? Like can I get it this way? So you're changing it. Okay, so you're saying without ketchup in this case. All right, so that's pretty much what you're saying. So you want to change something about your order. All right, so would it be possible to get the burger without ketchup? Right. Another one you could do, for example, would it be possible to change the side to I don't know, maybe like waffle fries, for example, meaning like instead of normal fries. So once again, you are changing something about your order. Okay, so that's the most part. You're changing something about your order. That's the most important part. Okay, so yeah, now we'll move on. Okay, so now we have, can I have it on the side? Now, once again, you keep seeing this word side, right? We use it a lot. So, can I have it on the side? What you're pretty much asking is, so you have your main meal, okay? So, for example, in America, especially in Britain as well, you have like your burger, which is the main part of your meal. Okay. Now, your side, meaning the side, is the thing you eat with it. Okay. So, for example, you have a burger is the meal. Then you have fries, right, is the side, okay? Or you have chicken, right, the meal. Then you have rice as the side, okay? Or you have, just to give you guys some examples, you'll have a steak, right? So like, let's say beef, right? Beef is the meal. Then you have, for example, what do they usually have with that? I'm trying to think. Steak, and we have steak fries. They're bigger fries, so steak fries, right? So you have steak fries as the side. Okay, so it's pretty simple, right? Maybe you have fried chicken, and then noodles. No, sorry, fried chicken is the meal, and then you have noodles as the side, meaning what you eat with it. Okay, so you're asking about your side. This is what this means. Okay, so it's the thing you're eating with your main meal. Okay, so what I'm gonna some examples for you guys. So I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so for example, can I have the, let's say, the vegetables on the side? Meaning like as a side, as the side, right? For your meal, okay? For your main meal, okay? So can I have the, maybe say, can I have the, trying to think what else here. I don't know, yeah, can I have the, maybe the baked potato on the side, right? Or can I have the chips and salsa on the side, right? So it's pretty simple. Just on the side, make sure you know it's the thing you're having with your meal. Okay. So хорошо. All right. Now we have could you skip the? Okay, this is a good one. Could you skip the? For example, this means without. Hold on. To have something without what I'm trying to say here. To have something without something, right? So for example, could you skip the ketchup? Ketchup. Could you skip the ketchup? Meaning, can I have it without ketchup? Okay, мы говорим часто, like, could you skip the ketchup? Or like, could you skip the bread, right, on the burger? For example, could you skip the buns on the burger? Right? Meaning, like, what you're pretty much saying is, can I have it without the buns? Okay. Could you skip the fries and just have the burger? Meaning, so you, right? I want the burger without fries. Okay, without the fries is pretty much what you're saying. Okay, so it just means without something. Have it without. Okay, that's what this means. All right, have it without the ketchup, have it without the buns, have it without the fries. That's pretty much what you're saying. So can you skip the fries, skip the buns, right? Pretty simple, but really useful. Очень полезно, okay? Очень полезно. Just to show you guys some more examples here. Sometimes you can just say, for example, can I have the chicken, skip the chips, or something? Can I just have the burger, skip the fries? Or can I have salmon, skip the chips? Do you see what I mean? You're saying like without the chips, but you're pretty much saying skip the burger, skip the fries. This is how we word it sometimes, okay? So, can I have the chicken, skip the chips? Can I have the burger, skip the fries? Can I have the salmon, skip the chips? Moi gibrim, chasta. Okay, so it's really good to see it in different ways. Sometimes you can even say, can I skip the chips? Hi, can I skip the chips? Like meaning, once again, even simpler, like even more simple. Okay, so can I skip the chips? Can I skip the vegetables? Right? Can I skip? Can I skip the buns? Right? That's pretty much what you're saying. Once again, you're saying without the buns, without the chips, without the vegetables. Okay, so you can pretty much say it in any of these ways, right? Очень полезно. Okay, so make sure you know it. All right. So, it's a little hard to use sometimes, especially this one. Like, can I skip the chips? Pretty much means the person would say like, the salmon comes with chips, right? And then you would say, can I skip the chips and get something else instead? Очень популярно. Okay, we definitely say that. I say that a lot. So, for example, the salmon comes with chips, right? Can I skip the chips and get something else instead? Meaning, like, can I order something else as a side, right? So now you know what side means. Okay, this is just an example of how you would use. Can I skip the chips? Can I skip the vegetables? Okay. Не знаю, это сложно. I'll do another example. So can I skip the vegetables? For example, the burger comes with a side of veggies. What do you mean like that? Just so you know, veggies equals vegetables. We say so. This burger comes with a side of veggies. Then you will say, can I skip the vegetables? Right? Can I skip the vegetables? And then pretty much what you're saying, can I skip the vegetables? So I want the burger without vegetables. Can I skip the vegetables? Right? Once again, очень просто, you're just saying, can I have it without the vegetables? Okay? And yeah, we'll move on. So, how do you like it? How would you like it done? Okay, so good things to know here. So how do you like it? Moi gibrim. How do you like it? Easy too. So how do you like it? How do you like it done? Meaning, how do you like your meat cooked? Okay? This is what this means in both cases. Okay? So, how do you like it? How do you like it done? Sometimes we say done, sometimes we don't. Okay? So both mean the same thing. So, well done, right? Means like cooked fully, like there is no pink or blood, okay, in the meat. Okay? Medium, right, means it is cooked fully, but there is a little bit of pink, right? Medium rare, pretty much you're saying like cooked, but there's like hold on, not a little bit, yeah, there's a little bit of pink, but there's a good, you pretty much say, but it is pink in the center. Okay. Now rare or pink, like I want it cooked rare, pretty much means like you like a lot of pink inside the burger? Right, burger or steak or okay, so mostly beef products. Okay, but it's just good to know how we use it. Okay, so well done, medium, rare, pink. A lot of the time, they'll ask you, for example, pink or no pink. Очень важно, что вы знаете, because they ask this all the time. Pink or no pink, right? So they're talking about burgers or steak. Okay. Yeah, they're talking about burgers or steak. So you have burgers, steak. Okay, and it's doing that weird thing again, guys. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Okay. So now, yeah. So pink or no pink, they will always say this. So for example, pink or no pink, and you can answer. So pink or no pink. Answer. The answer you will say pink or no pink. Okay. So you'll say pink. Right? Or I like to have some pink. Right? Some pink. Or you can say, for example, a little bit of pink is fine. Right? So pretty much what you're saying is you're just saying pink or no pink, right? So you say, like, yeah, a little bit of pink is fine. So, you know, yeah, a little bit of pink is fine. Or I like to have some pink. Or you could say no pink. Okay, so the other one, no pink at all. I like it well done. Okay, so pink or no pink, you know, I like to have some pink, you can say, if you do want it, right? So some pink, you know, or a little bit of pink is fine, you know, depending on how much you want. Or no pink at all. You're pretty much saying, I like it well done. Okay, so you want it well done, right? Remember the saying, how do you like it done? You're saying well done in that case, right? Whereas if you're saying pink, it's more like you're saying this. Like this is more pink, okay? This is what, and not super pink, not super pink, but mostly at normal restaurants, it'll be around medium rare or something like that, okay? But just to make it more clear, right? So pink or no pink? A very, very common question that they're going to ask you. Okay, so it's really good to know. Now, we have, to kind of finish off like what we're saying here, like for example, a lot of times they will ask you, we'll actually move this up here 1 second, guys. Okay, easy tip. There we go. Okay, so do you guys want dessert, or do you guys have room for dessert? Or sometimes they'll even ask, any room for dessert? All right, because they always ask for the door. They want to make money. They want you to spend more money. Okay, so get more dessert. Особенно в Америке. Okay, so do you guys want dessert? Do you guys have room for dessert? Any room for dessert? Okay, so a good answer, you can say, I think we are good. Right? If it's multiple of you, I think we're good. Or I think I'm good. Right? You can also say, I think I'm good, or we are good. Okay, so I think we're good. I think we are good. Good meaning full. Okay, that's what good is meaning in this case. I think we're good, meaning I think we're full. Okay, like, can I have the check? Yes, I have that, right? So I'm stuffed, right? Once again, or you can say, we are stuffed. We are stuffed. Can we get the check? Right? I'm full. Can I have the check? Like, once again, you're saying, like, it's pretty simple. You want to try to say you're full, you're stuffed. Stuffed means the same as full, just so you know. Just means full. Okay. Full meaning you can't eat anymore. And can we get the check? You just ask after that, just to make them like be quiet and go get you the check. I'm full. Can I have the check? Right? So, or I'm stuffed. Can we have the check? Or I think we are good. Can I have the check? Right? So pretty much you just always ask, can I have the check after? So they go get you the check, right? So this tells them to like consider the meal over. You know what I mean? Like to hurry up and get you the check. Okay, so that's pretty much what you're saying. You know, so can we get the check? Right? Can I have the check? Can we get the check? Right? Once again, we or I, depending on whether it's a group. You know, but yeah, stuffed and full, good words to know. Make sure you use them. You know, oh, I'm stuffed. We're stuffed, right? Stuffed. It's like you're really full. Okay. And yeah. So, can I get a refill? This is another good one. Can I get a refill? Sometimes we say, can I get a refill of dot dot dot. Okay. So, for example, like you're at a restaurant and you have a drink. Like your drink is empty, right? Your glass is empty. So you say, can I, right? If the waiter comes up, you can just say, can I get a refill? Can I get a refill? Right? That's pretty much what you say. You know, if it's water, whatever, beer, whatever it is. So can I get a refill of? Now this one's more specific. For example, can I get a refill of this Coke? I like Coca-Cola. Can I get a refill of this Pepsi? So you're just being more specific. Can I get a refill of this? Like once again, get a refill of this, maybe of this coffee. I don't know. Like maybe of this tea. Can I get a refill of this tea? A lot of the time we just say, can I get a refill? All right. So can I get a refill? You just point, for example, point to your cup or glass or whatever and say, can I get a refill? That's fine. Like, очень просто, you know, очень легко, вы можете сказать, okay? И вы можете использовать это. It's really good. Очень хорошо. Like, it sounds like really good English if you know these things, okay? So, can I get a refill? Can I get a refill? All right. So meaning you're refilling something, you're filling it up again. It's empty, right? But you're refilling it. Okay. And yeah. So my food is undercooked. Can you send it back? Now we say send it back a lot if there's a problem. Okay. So this is if there is a problem with your meal. Okay. So my food is undercooked. Can you send it back? If there's a problem with your meal. So my food is undercooked. Can you send it back? Pretty much what you're saying is like you're asking them to send it back because there's something wrong with it, right? So send it back meaning back to the kitchen. Okay. So for example, a lot of the time, for example, my burger has too much pink. Can I send it back? Alright, good to say. Or my salad is soggy. Or something. Right? My salad is soggy. Can I send it back? For example, soggy, by the way, means like wet or like not. Means like wet or like kind of like not sticky, but like yeah, it means like wet or not very pleasant for like a plant. You know, it's like kind of gross. It's like old salad. You know what I'm talking about. It's like gross. Anyways, my salad. So maybe you could say there is a hair in my soup or something. There's a hair in my soup. Can I send it back? Right? So you're pretty much saying, you know, can you guys take it back and give me a new one? Okay, so bring me a new fresh thing of soup. Okay, so that's pretty much what you're saying. Don't be too rude to people. Always be friendly when you say this. try to be friendly. You know what I mean? Many times it isn't the server's fault. Okay? Yeah. So, oh, easy. 1 second here. So, just a few more things for you guys on the food related thing. So, for here or to go, pretty much it means for here. They ask this a lot at like McDonald's and things like that, or places where you can take it away. So, for here means you are eating the food here, right? Or to go. To go means you will take it out back to your home or wherever, okay, or like wherever you're going. So you'll take it out, right? You'll take it with you, okay? And it's очень просто. For example, like they will ask you at like a lot of places for here or to go, and you can just say for here. That's it. You can just say for here, right? Or to go. That's it. Just simply answer that way. Okay? Just yeah, for here to go. For here. Только. Очень просто, очень легко. Okay? And then, to go? Yeah, to go. That's it. You can just, you can just say yeah to go. That yeah, make it more clear. Yeah, to go. Okay? And take out, dine in, it's kind of the same thing. Take out is the same as to go. Dine in means to eat in the restaurant. That's it. Yeah, очень просто. So take out, dine in, for here to go. Okay, so one dine in means eat in the restaurant, and to go is to like take out. Okay, pick up, once again, you pick up food. For example, pick up food at the restaurant. Some people do this, so like come pick your food. Easy to say. Your food up. This is very popular at Chinese restaurants. A lot of people come pick up their food. Delivery, once again, makes sense. They deliver it to your home or apartment, whatever. Apartment, wherever you live. Okay, so they take it to you. They take it to you, the food. Okay. And then tips. Once again, tips. Pretty much tips, you guys know that this is money you give to servers, and waiters, whatever, waiters slash waitresses, like women, waitresses, for their service. It's usually tips in America are usually like between 12 and 15% of your meal cost. Okay, so 12-15% of what you spent, like what you spent there. Okay, and yeah, so usually, and tip more the more you liked the server. Absolutely. Okay, so just be generous, be nice. Make sure it's 12-15%. That's usually how it works. Okay, and that's it for food today. I hope this was useful to you guys. We're going to continue with the lesson just in a second here. But yeah, really try to learn them because it's important. They're really important phrases. They're important words to know. Okay? So я думаю, что это полезно. And we'll move on. Okay, guys, so now we're going to talk about buying, selling, and renting. Different apartments and homes, in America, in Britain. The words you got to know, things you got to know about, buying and renting. So, easy to say. So, first of all, I'm going to give you guys some advice. Okay, so where to buy and rent. Alright, so I'm going to explain to you guys the differences between big cities, middle cities, and small towns. Okay, so it's probably like this in all countries, but just to be sure, a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm gonna, I'm gonna visit America, or Britain, and I'm gonna rent an apartment in the city." You know what I mean? And like big cities, like famous cities, like New York or London, right? And they don't realize how expensive it is to live there. Okay, so it's like Moscow in Russia is very expensive to live there, right? Or like Paris, France is very expensive as well. Okay, so just an example, an apartment in New York City is like $6,000 to maybe like $12,000, depending on the place. And a little bit outside of New York City, maybe like 3,000 to 5,000. But still, that's American dollars. That is very expensive, and that's not even for a really good one. Like a good one is going to be over 12,000. Okay, so it is very expensive to live in New York, for example. So maybe consider living in a different place. You know what I mean? Like this is for a cheap one. Hold on, like a cheap one, bad area, right? So maybe 3,000. This is like outside of like maybe downtown, like maybe like the outskirts, like I don't know, like areas outside. Okay, but in like Manhattan or whatever, like you know what I mean? Manhattan. Anyways, in the center, it is really expensive. Okay, so it's probably not even 6,000. It's probably more like 8 to 12 or more. Like it's so expensive, right? So it's not realistic to be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna rent an apartment in New York, or yeah, I'm just gonna live in Los Angeles. No, it's only very, very, very wealthy people live there. Okay, like very rich people. So maybe if you're moving, to an area, maybe live outside the city. Maybe live in the suburbs. Maybe live, for example, live within 30 minutes outside of the city. You want to live. These means here. To live and work in. Okay, that's a better idea. It's very expensive. You know what I mean? So it's better to live a little bit like outside. 30 minutes drive. 30 minutes outside. We give it him Pointy like 30 minutes driving. Okay. So just some advice for you guys. Now, middle cities, okay? So like Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Salt Lake City, Manchester, Liverpool, like kind of middle cities, like usually there may be like 1 to 2 million people, maybe like 500,000 people. Okay, like those size cities are cheaper to live in. Okay, definitely. And they're still not so bad. It's still city. There's still a lot of fun stuff. But for example, like an apartment might be like I don't know, like 2 to 5,000 sometimes, or maybe like even less than that. You can get in like certain areas, like outside. You can maybe get like 400 to like maybe like 800. Like depends. It depends. So it is a lot more affordable, okay, to live in a middle city. All right, so something that's maybe not the capital, right? Like London or whatever. You know what I mean? Like capital London. Like for example, like smaller cities near London are cheaper. Do you see what I mean? Or in America specifically, like Pittsburgh is cheaper than like Philadelphia. Why? Because Philadelphia is bigger. Okay, so it's like the bigger the city, the more expensive. The bigger the city, the more expensive. Okay, so just some advice. Middle cities are a lot more affordable. So if you're visiting or if you want to live in the United States, maybe think about like a middle city. You know, like I don't know, like something a little smaller. You know, you can still visit the big ones. You still live there and work there, but you're better off in like a middle city, to be honest. This where I live. But the point is, smaller towns as well. Don't overlook smaller towns. If you enjoy the countryside, the outdoors, people are very friendly, and living is very cheap to live in small towns or cities. Okay, so we're talking like less than 100,000 people. Maybe like, maybe like 20,000 to 50,000. You know what I mean? So small towns, small cities are very affordable, right? You can rent for maybe like 300 to like 500 an apartment. You can get houses for cheap too. Houses can go from like 30,000 to like 80,000. You know, like depending. 100,000 for a nice house. For a cheap house. But 100,000 up to like maybe like 400 to 500 thousand for an expensive house. Okay, so that's also a good idea too. Smaller towns, you know what I mean? Like I'm not going to be giving any specific examples because like in Britain, Britannia, like they're really really cheap to live. Okay, so now some words for you guys. So landlord, this is one you got to know. Landlord, for example, like my landlord told me I needed to pay him the rent. Okay, landlord meaning the person who owns your apartment. Okay, so they like own the land. They own the building, the land, the property. Okay, and property. So you, the person you rent from. Okay, so it's a good word, landlord. We call it landlord in English. Okay, so landlord or landlady, it depends. A lot of the time we just say landlord for man and woman, landlord for boy and girl. Okay, or man and woman. Okay. Yeah, just some more examples for you guys so you can see. For example, I can't stand my landlord. She is always nagging me for money. You know what I mean? Or my landlord is great. He always keeps. You could always say he always fixes everything on time, for example, like in the apartment. Okay? So just some examples of how to use landlord. This just pretty much means the person who owns the property, okay? That you pay your rent to, all right? So now, the rent. This is what we say, like, I need that money to pay the rent. Okay, do you see what I'm talking about? Pay the rent. So the rent is like that's pretty much what you call it, the rent. It's like the money you pay when you rent. That's what we call it, the rent. That it means rent money. You can also say rent money. Like people say, like, I need that for rent money. Okay, so we say that sometimes. It's just good to know how как мы используем, эти слова. So, bills, you guys probably know, make sense. Bills, like water, electric, you know what I mean, like taxes, whatever, you know what I mean, like water, electric, heating, etc. Okay, So those are bills, just normal things. Utilities as well means the same thing. Utilities means water, electric, heating, whatever. Okay, it's pretty much the same thing. Just your you pay for it. You pay for these services, right? So rent money, a good one, and rent. Okay, the rent. Выведите как мы используем. So сейчас. Now we got rent to own. This is an interesting thing. We say this a lot. Rent to own meaning you pay rent and eventually you own the property. So your rent money is paying for the property. Okay, so you're paying like for the land, you're paying for the building. Okay, so it's a pretty common thing in some smaller towns and cities and stuff like that. Okay, да, очень просто, я думаю. Now we have renters. Renters are people who rent. Pretty easy word. For example, I like my renters. They always pay on time. Okay? Just очень просто. Roommates are, once again, people you live with. Okay? In an apartment and or like dormitory. Or an apartment, a dormitory, or a house. You guys live together. Housemates, specifically, people you share a house with. Okay? Housemates. Очень просто. Now, houses. Okay? So houses are affordable in some areas and not in other areas. Okay? So, where is it good to buy a house? Okay, definitely outside of cities. We can name suburbs. Suburbs. Yeah, suburbs. Anyways, the suburbs or like smaller cities or towns. It's good, like middle cities as well. Okay, but not in big major cities because it is very expensive. Expensive. Hold on. I said, I definitely recommend if you're living in a more expensive area, live with friends, share the bills. Okay, so get a house together and pay the bills or mortgage together. Okay, so that's I recommend this if you are going to be staying in a city for a long time. Okay, like let's say you are going to university in the USA, for example. Okay. Now, loans, just so you guys know, is when someone lends you money. Okay, so to purchase like a house or start a business or you know what I mean, things like that. Okay, just so you guys know the word loan. Хорошо, что вы знаете. Okay, and now we got. I'm going to go over this pretty quick for you guys because I know a lot of people are looking into maybe eventually living in America. Я не знаю, like the rules in, правила в Британии. Я не знаю, извините, but я знаю, like the system in America though. Okay, so visas and living in America. If you do need a visa to live in the USA. Absolutely. You need a visa. You need a work visa, which you get from a job, right? From like an employer, or like or some government program that offers free visas to foreigners. Okay, I think you guys might know it. I don't honestly know the name. Foreigners. There we go. Okay. Definitely, you do need it. It is illegal to stay past your date on your visa. Okay, so it is illegal. It is illegal, meaning like you will be deported if you stay longer and you are caught working or breaking the law, anything. Okay, so you must listen to your visa. You must go home when your visa expires, or you extend your visa, or get an extension on your visa. Okay, so a lot of people like to ask for, so things to watch for. Yeah, once again, make sure you don't stay longer than your visa allows. Okay. Another thing to watch for is definitely make sure you know your like information and what kind of visa you have and what rules apply to you. Okay, so what rules like are important to you? Okay, so make sure, definitely. Now, green cards and work permits. Okay, I know a lot of people would like to live in the United States, you know what I mean, for like a decent amount of time. And if you want to say you need a green card, a green card means you are a resident. Resident of the United States. Okay, so you're a resident of the United States, right? You are legal to work. You are legal to, have a social security number, right? And yeah, you are free to travel. Okay, so this is what you need if you want to live or stay in America for a very long time. Okay, and ways to get that, once again, you can get married and to an American, and begin the process with the government, which can take a long time. It is not quick, okay, and it is also expensive. It's also expensive, okay. It's like $2,000 to $3,000. Okay, so make sure you have the money. Make sure you have the money, and that it is a real marriage, guys. A real marriage, and you really love them, because they will check if you are real. They do. They'll test you. Okay. And other ways you can get a green card, for example, is work visa. Right. You can stay in the U.S. Because you have an important job here, and your employer petitions. We say petitions, meaning they want you to stay and work. Okay, so they will help you live here. Or you can just immigrate like normal, which is very expensive. There are a lot of tests and qualifications that you need to pass, like education and like money, like like and income, for example, things like that. Okay, and it takes a very long time. Okay, so it really depends. There's multiple ways to do it, but those are just some of the main ways. Okay, guys, just я хочу я хочу говорить с вами об этом, потому что это очень важно. И я знаю, что много русских людей, они хотят жить, в Америке, работать в Америке, и это сложно, да, это сложно абсолютно, но вы должны знать, что делать и как вы можете делать. Okay? So, make sure you know these things, guys. It's really important. It's очень полезно, очень важно. Okay, guys? So this is the end of, my set of video courses here. We might extend it later, but right now this is just so you guys can kind of see what you want to do and see how much things cost. And just really, I hopefully you guys know more about life in America and in Britain. Hopefully you guys know more, a more detailed view of English. Maybe you guys will speak more natural now. Hopefully it helped. My partner Jan, he teaches more of the grammar and stuff like that. I teach you guys more of the culture and how we speak and how to live and get along in America. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed the course. Я думаю, что это очень полезно. It's definitely worth the money. We're gonna add to it probably in the future at some point, but we'll see. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Спасибо большое и до свидания.